Hello and welcome to the Slip Slip Sis YouTube channel. I'm Che, one of your Slip Slip sisters, and I've got a new video for you today, kind of kicking off one of my new obsessions, and I hope you can tell, maybe from the outfit, I'm kind of closing where my hair's blocking it. But if you watched my most recent update, I mentioned my latest Disney obsession entering my Disney adult era. And so I'm hoping to maybe create some more content related to this, kind of focusing on my DisKnits era, if you will. So combining some of my old and current love of knitting and crafting, crocheting, all of that, with my newfound love of going to Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure, or DCA, as I'm learning we refer to it, and kind of fully embracing my Disney adultness. I am by no means an expert. This is new to me. I mean, I've gone to Disneyland. I've had the privilege of going several times growing up, and then we went on a lot of trips in middle school and then into high school with our band. So that was awesome. Hold on, my ears are falling off my face. And so that was fabulous, getting to do all of that. But I really feel I have entered into my collecting phase. So while I've been trying to stash down on my yarn, I'm a shopper, and if you know me, I'm a spender. And so I'm also an absolute maximalist when it comes to my home. Like, look at all of the stuff. So lots of stuff. I love to collect things, and I've kind of turned my attention to Disney things to collect, specifically my ears and my lounge flies, which are mostly backpacks, or all of the mine that I have are backpacks, but Loungefly is a company that, again, I'm not an expert in this, but partners with a lot of Disney, and it's kind of become a thing over the last several years to kind of have like a cute Loungefly backpack. When you go to Disney and they have amazing designs, they're so pretty and so cute. So really collecting those, but then I've discovered I've got a lot of other Disney stuff going on, including attire. This is my new Donald Henley. Disney was having a sale, and you know I can't say no to a sale. So I just got this, but I also have realized a lot of my knitting and crafting stuff also has Disney inspiration. This video, by no means affiliated or sponsored by Disney, just kind of sharing my love of it all and all the things that I have that kind of fall within this theme. And so excited to kind of walk you all through the things, and if you will, my new stash of things. And if Disney's not your thing, like, I totally get it. But feel free to, we'll still do regular videos and stuff like that. Feel free to skip. But if you're interested, my sister and I were talking, like, we're pretty nosy people, and I love to see people's stuff, and I am not shy about sharing my stuff. So hopefully you enjoy this and get to see all the things that I have. All right, so I am going to start off with ears, going through my current ears stash. And I'm going to be so real. What I'm still currently working on is my ear placement with my glasses. I also recently got my hair cut, so trying to figure out, like, do we like bangs tucked back, bangs in front, trying to find a comfortable spot for my ears while I'm wearing glasses. Right now, they're not in a super comfortable spot, but this is not like an all day thing, so I think I'll be fine. But really trying to perfect that. So if anyone has tips, I would gladly accept those. But I have started kind of collecting ears. I am a little bit more of an ears fan than like the hats, but I do have one hat. And so I have them organized into different categories. And then I also will say where I got them from. Most of these have either come from the parks themselves or from Thriftyland 101, which is what I'm calling kind of like the Disney and other fandoms thrift store that's down here in Anaheim, California. Or I'm in Torrance, but Anaheim is like 25 minutes away from where I am. And then I also have 2 ears from Bobble Bar. So my first theme is what I'm calling like General Mini. And so like these rose gold ones are currently the oldest pair of ears that I have. I had another pair that was really cute. They were like these steampunk ones that I got when I was in high school. I cannot find them. My mom cannot find them. I think they're into the ether and they're gone from us. So my oldest pair of ears are these rose gold ones. Pink is my favorite color, again, as you can tell. So I love these. I kind of treat them as like a classic, and I like that they go with a lot of different outfits. They're kind of like, if I want to have an outfit, which also I'm growing, I will like that has more of like a busier or like a larger pattern as like the top or something, that I might want more of like a plain ear. I felt like these are kind of a go-to for that. And then I have two others that I kind of call, like, again, general mini. And so I call these ones like my classic minis. I love a good sequin. They do currently have these in the park, but I actually got these at Thriftyland 101. So most of the ears are going to be $34.99. But I was able to get these for $25 since they were at the thrift store. And also, I am a Magic Key pass holder, so I do get 20% off of all merchandise. So I think maybe only one of these ears, maybe not. I don't think any of these ears I bought at full price. So these next ears I had been wanting for so long. So I went to Disney for the first time in, my goodness, like 6 years this past February, and I went with my parents and some family friends, and then started going a couple more times with a couple, took my students, some friends as well, students that have become friends since they've graduated, and that's kind of where this obsession grew. But these ears were in Disney when I went with my parents, and so one of my friends, she's a pass holder, and so we do go a lot together. So a couple of these, like, she helped me buy because I could use her discount. So at that time when I went with my parents, I didn't have a discount, and I had been kind of coveting these ears but didn't want to pay full price for them, and then they were gone, which sometimes happens with Disney stuff, is that you kind of got to get it while it's hot. Sometimes they will bring stuff back, but I've found that, like, it's not for a while, and so you kind of have to watch it. So for me, because I have the pass, I usually, if I see something, I'll like take a picture of it and then like ruminate on it. And if I still want it, I'll just go back and get it, because again, I am privileged that I have the pass and I am so close. So normally it's like a 25-30 minute drive, maybe 45-50 with traffic. So really not that bad to get down there. And then my pass also includes free parking. But back to the ears. So these ears are this really kind of fun, very minimal, I would say, pair that I think match with a lot of different things. But I love this like woven, they're leather woven pattern, and this was a Disney and Loungefly collaboration. These were a little bit more expensive. I think they were $44.99, but again, I get a 20% discount. So I do have these again. All of these are kind of like will match most of my outfits. So if I want to have something a little more subtle, I think these are perfect. I think these would be a great classic mini day. And so these are the ears that I have that fall within that theme. And then my next theme is movie-based ears. So ears that have come from a specific one of the Disney or Pixar movies. And I thought I would have a lot more of these, but it turns out not. So something to think about as I continue my shopping. But I am trying to kind of like taper off on the buying and spending as I've like built up this collection and really only get things that I really, really want again after the marinating rumination process. But this next pair of ears, actually my sister found when we went to the thrift store, because she knows I was looking for kind of more tropical looking ears to match kind of like my Moana outfit. And so we got these, which we learned later are not Moana ears, which is what we originally thought they were, but they are Encanto ears, which you can see the beautiful butterfly, which is kind of a motif from Encanto. And so I love these. I think they're so cute. My sister also got a pair because she's doing a couple of like Disney musicals this year, and I think she's gonna wear these in theme. I told her she could borrow some of my stuff, but I have a lot of like stuff that I like. She's like, it makes me too nervous to borrow your stuff because I'm very particular about my things. But I love these. I think they are so cute. They're a really nice leather, and since I got them at the thrift store, they were also $25. And then my other pair, I think these are like one of my favorites. So what I meant to say at the beginning of the video is that my favorite movies, Disney and Pixar, mostly Disney, are Mulan, Lilo and Stitch, Moana, and then Ratatouille is my favorite Pixar movie. So you might see that theme throughout everything we've got going on today. But these are my Ratatouille ears. And I love it. Gabs and I are both cheese lovers. So I love the Swiss cheese in the ears. This beautiful gingham pattern, but also with the fleur-de-lis in it as well. So love Remy. I think he's so cute. So I love wearing my Ratatouille ears. I think Ratatouille is such an underrated movie. Would love to see a Ratatouille too, a Ratatouille, if you will. So I love to wear these. They're also really comfortable. I found that my sequin ears tend to be a little stiffer in like the headband part than like the leather ears. So something also to think about as I'm purchasing. And then if you've been watching us for a while, you know both Gabs and I are pretty food motivated. So you might see that also as a theme from some of the stuff that I have today. But I have next is my food themed ears. So these ears are Mickey S'mores ears. It kind of comes from their Disney Eats collection. Super cute. This one's got a little bite out of it. It's got kind of this patent leather but glitter bow, and these I got at a super discount actually from the Disney store. So the big Disney stores I typically will shop are World of Disney, which is the big one in downtown Disney, and then like the Emporium, which I think is the big one on Main Street. These were at World of Disney and they were 60% off. Disney does not put stuff on sale on inland, but like at the parks. And so I think this was a really hot find because these ended up being like $16 or $17. So I picked these up right away. And then these two pairs I actually got from Bauble Bar, which is another company that collaborates with Disney a lot. You might see a lot of like Bauble Bar jewelry that is Disney themed. A lot of folks shop that. I don't have anything yet. But these I got because they were having a buy one, get one. And we love a BOGO for their ears. And so I have these donut ears, which I think are so cute. I love that the gems are like the sprinkle donuts are my favorite. They're also a really nice leather as well. So I haven't worn these ones yet, but they are definitely going to make it into the rotation. And then my other pair is ice cream sundaes, which I did also recently wear. Again, love gems as sprinkles. I think the little cherry in the middle is super cute. One of the cast members actually complimented me on my ears, which I felt like was high compliment because these cast members must see so many pairs of ears a day. So I do really like this one. It's more of a satin fabric for the ear here. Okay. Next theme is going to be like park specific. So either based on a specific ride, something found in the parks, or the park itself. Okay, so these first pair, also a classic pair that I got. I ordered these from the Disney store online. So they were always Disney store, I think, and then they went to Shop Disney, and now they're Disney store again. They do a lot of sales and such, and so I'm signed up for like the texts and emails, so definitely something to do if you're looking to get Disney merch. Also great for gifts for folks. So I got these super cute Disney balloon ears, also a really nice leather, and I never got one of these Disney balloons, but I think they're pretty iconic. I will be honest, I think they're not that worth it for actually buying the balloon, but I like the idea of the balloon. So I love my Disney balloon ears. These ones are a favorite. These are actually my most recent purchase. It is the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. I actually was there on the day of, which was July 17th, 1955 was when Disneyland opened its doors. And so they had a big celebration. They haven't one through the entire summer, but a big celebration on that actual day. And I was able to actually stop by. And I had been kind of looking at all the 70th anniversary merch, which dropped in like May. So I've been looking for a while, and they have kind of two themes. It's like a really colorful theme going right now, and then kind of more of a nice, like subtle cream. And I don't know if I love the colorful theme. It kind of feels like they're maybe capitalizing, but touching on the trend right now of all the nostalgia from like the 90s and early 2000s. So it's all those super bright, funky colors. And it wasn't me. But there was this one pair of ears that my friend who I go with a lot, she had, that I'm like, I'm caved. I've caved, and these ears I want to get. So these are my 70th anniversary Disney ears. Sorry, they're blowing out a little bit, but there's really pretty cream. Have this nice, it's not even like embroidered, it's like embossed kind of pattern on it. And then it has like can you see it? Where does it say it? Like right here, it says D70. So I do love these 70th anniversary ears. And then this is my only pair of ears that is specific to a ride, though if they came out with a Pirates of the Caribbean ride, I could definitely be convinced into that, not ride, ears for the ride. But these are my Haunted Mansion Ghost Host ears. These are new, from their Haunted Collection Mansion they just dropped. They also have a really pretty pair of like purple and black ears. But what I just really liked this green, the satin. I think it's so cool. They also have a matching Spirit jersey that actually says Ghost Host with the Disney name tag on it, which I think is cool. I wasn't sure about this bat, but I will say the bat has grown on me. But what I do really like is this pretty bow in the back. So I'm excited to have this pair for the fall season, which they did open up reservations for, which I'm pretty excited about. Okay, y'all, almost there. We're making it through the ears. But this next two of them, section is actually Aulani ears that they had in the Disney parks. So Aulani is one of the Disney resorts. It is in Hawaii. It's on Oahu. And if you've been following us for a while, our dad's side of the family is from Hawaii, so we do go a lot. We've never stayed at Aulani, but where we stay is literally right next to it. So we've done a Disney breakfast. We do actually have a vlog on it from a while ago, which you can go check out in our travel vlogs. And so I think it's really cool, and I love plumerias, which you'll see, and I think a lot of the culture of Hawaii is part of our family, kind of reflected in the movies that I love from Disney as well. So I really wanted both of these ears. So this pair is actually one of those pairs that I had seen a while ago and really wanted and didn't buy. And then they went away. And I had been searching, trying to find the tropical pair of ears that I wanted. It was actually this pair that I kept wanting to have. And they suddenly came back in this past 2 weeks. So I snatched them up immediately. So these are, like, they're not specific to a movie or anything, but they are specific to Aulani. So I got these, love them. I wear them with my Lilo and Stitch outfits. And then I also got this pair of ears, another set of Aulani ears. I actually saw these before the black ones came back, and I just think they're so cute. I love the headband of plumerias. I love that they do this Mickey detail in here. It's also on these, which I didn't show. There is Mickey Mouse in the center of the plumeria, and I just think they're so pretty. I love them so much. So these two are probably some of my favorite of my ears. And then I have this fun hat that I got from the Disney thrift store. I don't know. I don't think it was ever in the parks. It might. Sometimes I was talking to the owner. They get stuff from like Disney affiliates where they're licensed to have Disney stuff, and it's like their surplus. So sometimes they'll get stuff like that. So I did get this fun hat. I don't wear this one as much, but I do kind of like this tie-dye theme. It's giving summer camp vibes. So those are all of my ears or headwear that I've got. Jumping on to the next section. All right, so I filmed the Loungefly section and it didn't save. So I landed into a pit of depression about that and called my sister. And now I am rejuvenated and back to do our Loungefly section, and my ears are falling off my head. Okay, let's do this. So Loungeflies, it's a I mostly have backpacks, but I also know they do like wallets, crossbodies, a bunch of like different options for bags. But I don't know why I'm having so many issues right now with my glasses and ears. But I only have backpacks so far. I am thinking of maybe getting a wallet, but I have gotten these mostly from Hot Topic, but also one from Poshmark and another from Amazon. Mostly they range from like anywhere from like 50 to up to like 100, maybe $100+ I think I only paid full price for 2 of them, and those were the $50 ones. The others I've either gotten on sale or with a gift card. So we're just gonna jump right in through them. So my first one that I'm gonna show is my Mickey Popsicles or Disney Popsicles with like a lot of the main characters. I think they're called like the Fabulous Fab Five, maybe. This one's from Hot Topic, and I love that it has the Mickey ear detail. This is, sometimes they have a fun inside. It's nice, a nice plain red. And this one I think is perfect. It definitely goes with my food theme. Okay, and then I have another, sorry, this one's on the ground. Actually, this one is from Loungefly itself. I forgot to mention, gorgeous pale pink with the little Loungefly logo there. And this great kind of checkered texture pattern, which matches the ears that I have. My favorite part of it is the little Minnie Mouse bow that it has. And it also has a really cute inside fabric. It's got these like, again, checker print, but with a little Mickeys in it as well. So that one's a cutie patootie. And then I've also got some now more character, whoopsie, backpacks. This is my Stitch backpack from Hot Topic. Got these great little cherry blossoms on it, a really big front pocket, which I like. And then the inside is just a nice plain pink. Most of these I've already worn to the park. I think the only ones I haven't that I've shown so far is the pink checkered one, but that I think really goes well with my pink ears. And I have a pink spirit jersey, so that will be like a whole theme when it is not so hot, because I haven't quite mastered the Disney adult superpower of wearing the spirit jersey in 86-degree weather. But this is my Moana bag, also from Hot Topic. I love the stained glass effect that's on the front pocket. Kind of a cool pattern here on the sides. It's in theme, nice accent strap. And then the inside is this gorgeous kind of warm brown color. And so usually I'm perfectly fine with this small backpack size when I'm going to the parks. And I usually use like the front pocket for like the toiletries, if you will. So like mints, hand sanitizer, sunscreen, lotion, Band-Aids, my sunglasses or my glasses, I'm switching them in and out. And then the main part of the bag is usually like my water, my wallet, if I'm bringing a jacket or not. And then usually any of the stuff that I'm collecting along the way. My next bag is my Pascal bag. This is a different kind of pocket. It's an open pocket. I love his little arms and the gorgeous flowers. The inside is gorgeous dark green, and I love when they do this little detail on the back where it's his tail. So cute. I love it so much. He's very precious. Love him. Okay, my next one is a newish. This is from, Pascal is from Hot Topic. I can't remember if I said that already, but this one's also from Hot Topic. It's the little animal sidekicks. So we've got Merida's brothers, Flounder, Mushu, Miko, Ray is there. We've got Chip, maybe not an animal, but sidekicks, non-human sidekicks, if you will. Who else is on here? Pascal is on here. The same products on the back. Pascal, Gus, we've got Raja. So cute. I love this one. I think this style of front pocket, maybe, is this my favorite? No, I kind of like the domed ones, maybe. But, okay, sorry. Got distracted. And then the inside is this really pretty, like, dusty rose color. So I am a little bit obsessed with that. when I do go to the parks, I'm also trying to embrace the matching outfits. So trying to match like my ears to my whatever my outfit is, to also match my backpack. Obviously, it's not always going to work out perfectly every time because I have more like ears, for example, than I do backpacks, but sometimes I think they're interchangeable. Okay, so my next two backpacks are, I think, like my prized possessions, if you will. So this first one, fun story with this one. I saw this bag at one of those like stores in the mall. It wasn't like a box lunch, but it was something like that. And I sent a picture to my sister because Mulan is one of my favorite movies, and I'm pretty sure it's her favorite Disney movie. And so she was like, you have to have it. But it was like $95 or like $99, and I had just bought a bunch of other stuff, and I was like, I can't. So Gabrielle, being the internet sleuth that she is, found me the bag on Poshmark, and it was only $50, which is a pretty good deal for a Loungefly. So I bought it. And now Gabs is like the Poshmark Loungefly fiend, because she's got like notifications set up and favorited a bunch of bags. I wanted her to help me, or she did help me try and track down the Pain and Panic bag, but it was like limited release, and it's now like going for like $300, which is ridiculous. So alas, Pain and Panic will not be part of my collection at this current time. But I have this gorgeous Mulan bag. So we've got Mulan when she was kind of back at home, her and Shang here. We've got her and her father as well when she returns to him with the sword. And then we've got, Cricky right here, and also featured on the side. We've got Mushu over here with the, I think it's just porridge. I think it's joke. But what really got me was that the back has Shan Yu. And you don't find Shan Yu featured on that many things. He's just, I think, not one of the Disney villains that gets featured a lot, but I love it. And the seller also threw in this Mulan keychain. So how cute is this little buddy? I am obsessed. And then the inside is Mulan in her green dress, and you see the iconic comb, dragon, lantern in here as well. I love it when the inside is exciting. So I haven't worn this one yet because I feel like I just keep like staring at it and loving it from afar, but they are meant to be used. Okay, this next one is my most recent purchase, and I wanted it so bad, and I was hoping it would go on sale because I found it on Amazon for the Prime Day deals, but it didn't. But luckily I had a gift card, so I went ahead and bought it, and it is my Mushu bag. Look at him. It's so cute. I like it when like you have the extras, like kind of like my Pascal bag where his arms are sticking out. You've got Mushu's little ears sticking out. We've got Cricky on there as well. You can't see it as good, but the leather is actually like a sparkly leather, so I love that. A nice front pocket. It's actually got side pockets where you've got the cute flower detail. You also get a flower detail on each of the straps, and a little Mushu logo here. And this was a 25th anniversary bag, so I think it was a special release as well, because on the inside, that's where you can see the 25th anniversary logo in there. So celebrating 25 years after the movie released. So I think this is my favorite bag. I love it so much. I think it's so cute. The savior of China and Mushu. So love this. So that's all of my Loungeflies, but I do have another Disney backpack that's gone somewhere. It's over here that I like to use. It's not Loungefly, but it is Disney. So I've actually got this at like Marshall's. So it's like $30. So a good deal. It's a little bit bigger than a Loungefly. It's like Mickey in pieces. Really nice large front pocket here. It's a little taller than the normal Loungeflies. But I think this is perfect because I think it's like a really classic look, and so would match a lot of my different outfits. But round two on the Loungeflies, a little bit quicker than I was the last time, but on to our next section. All right, so this section might also be a long one. This is the attire section. So most of this is going to be stuff that I got from the parks, a lot maybe also from the Disney store, but I've also got some other special items from different places. We'll start with what I'm wearing. This is my Donald Duck Henley. I got it in a large because I wanted it to be oversized, and I do like how it fits. I'm wearing jean shorts with it right now. There's nothing on the back. Is there nothing on the back? Yeah, nothing on the back, but it's got cute little Donald logo. I think they have a bunch of the other characters, but they didn't have like the Henley kind of collar, which I do really like of this one. So not sure if I'd actually wear this one to the park, if I just kind of like want to rock it around the house, but it's an option. Okay, so I will say I also have in my closet a Disney section. So I have all of my Disney stuff hanging all together, even if it's not something that needs to be hung. Like, I like to keep it all together, so then that helps me decide what I want to wear. And so I have this great Minnie Mouse cropped tank top. This one's actually from Target. I see a lot of people rocking it at the park this summer because I think it came out in the spring. Plus it was like $8 or $9, so really good deal. And you can kind of be in theme still. So she is screen printed on these sides and then embroidered right here. So love this tank, perfect for the hot Anaheim days. We're gonna make a pile over here of all my stuff. This shirt I actually got from Etsy. I do not remember the name of the shop, but if you're interested, let me know and I will go back into my past orders. And it's, food oriented. We've got Gus Gus. It's kind of mirroring like the Eras Tour poster, but it's the snack tour and Gus Gus with all these like different Disney snacks and treats, which we love. Okay. And then this is super special. I just got this. This is, I will say, as a magic key holder, I do get 20% off again of merch and then 15% off of food. I don't know why I wanted to re-say that. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about food. Gus Gus made me think of food. But this was special. This was from July 17th, which was the day of. So the very special day. There's a lot of things they were giving away, which I'll show a little bit later, but also specialty merch that you could only, it's my understanding at least, that you could only get on the 17th, which was the opening date. So on July 17th, 1955. Again, so that's where I got my I Was There shirt. I really like this style. I like the way that they have the little accent on the sleeves and the collar. It says I was there. And then on the back, we've got Mickey here. And I do like that it has magic key, since I am a magic key holder. Look at that, July 17th, 2025. And this is kind of like what I was talking about in the ears section of like the brighter colors that they're doing for the 70th. And so like clearly I got the most plain version, but they had another like ombre one and another like bright blue one as well. Those just weren't really me. And then this top I got from Amazon when I bought my Mushu backpack because I needed something to be my Mulan outfit. And so I got this kind of cute, oversized, pretty plain white t-shirt because this is the only design on it. It's not an actual pocket, it's screen printed. We've got Mushu and Cricky. Look at that, super cute. Again, going for my oversized look. This was a large. I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention the tank top is a medium. Snack Eras was a medium, and then this shirt actually I got a small in because it seemed a little bit big and I wanted it to be slightly more fitted. Okay, and then this I got from Thriftyland 101, the thrift store. So it is a Twilight Zone or Tower of Terror shirt, which I grew up with it being Tower of Terror. And now that it's Guardians, I'm okay with it, but I do kind of miss Tower of Terror, even though that ride scared the crapola out of me. I was absolutely terrified the first time I went on it. It wasn't the actual ride, it was the story that got me. And so now that I'm a grown-up, I feel a little bit better at it. Not really. So maybe it's a good thing that it's Guardians now, but it says Dewdrop In, and it's the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I got this at Thriftyland, and it still has a tag on it. I got it for $15. So excited. I think I might wear this as one of my like fall Halloween looks. And then this is the start of the baseball jerseys. So I have a couple spirit jerseys, which I'll show, but I also really like that Disney's been doing a lot of these baseball jerseys. So this is one of my newer ones. This is the Stitch one. Love it, but I also love the back. Like, look at that. And it's got 626 for him being Experiment 626. And I really like the baseball jerseys because they're perfect for the summer. And then what I do sometimes, if I'm gonna stay late and watch fireworks and it's gonna be cold, I'll bring a long sleeve shirt and then switch that out for my tank top and put that underneath the baseball jersey so I can keep the integrity of the outfit. Okay. Awesome. Oops. We're out of order. Okay, my next baseball jersey, this one actually is brand new, just came in the mail. It's my Pride jersey. So this was part of this year's Pride collection. I didn't get it in the park, and I'm glad I waited because it ended up being on this really good sale. So Disney was having like 25% off their whole website, and so I ordered this. So this is the front. It's got Mickey rainbow here and rainbow all the way down. And also another really cute rainbow here. I do like how subtle this one is as well. I mean, as subtle as you can be with Disney stuff, right? And then carrying on with the baseball jerseys, this is kind of my plain Disneyland Resort one. So kind of a classic look as well. Here, this one is, again, this nice jersey. Like, it's literally a jersey material. And you've got, the castle on one sleeve, and then the really cool kind of like athletes number on the back. I have worn this one as well. Okay. Oh, this is not gonna go well. We're just gonna do this, and hopefully that will get fixed later. Okay, and then my last baseball jersey is my Moana. So it says Disneyland. I think there's also a Disney World version of it. We've got Pua and Hey Hey. And then it has Moana on the back, and then 16 because that is the year that the movie released. Love my Moana jersey. Oh, and we have her boat on the sleeve. So cute. I love it. I love the baseball jerseys. I realize I stuck all my Cozies underneath this and don't want to lose those. Okay, this is now sweatshirts. Okay, yeah, so this I got really nice, kind of cute, lightweight sweatshirt. It's got a split hem down here, super light material, very soft. It's kind of like a jersey as well. So I think this is kind of perfect for stuffing into my lounge flies, or if I just go on a quick evening jaunt through Disneyland. So just got this one. Looks great with the pink ears. Okay. Again, most of these at most of the jerseys I got at the parks, except for the one I ordered online. This I also ordered online because it was a sale. It was on sale, and who doesn't need a classic Mickey Spirit jersey? So you've got his little outfit here, which does have, like, it's a little bit of raised. You've got his signature here, and then the back says Mickey. So again, if I'm going for like a classic look, this is perfect. And then I also have, this was the pink I was referring to, I think, in the Loungefly section, my pink outfit. So this, I love this Spirit jersey. Again, the balloons that I never buy, but I love, with the sequins. And then I'm obsessed with this back. Like, look at this. Love this, love this. Cannot get over how cute this is. So perfect with these ears and my pink backpack. Hold on, it's right here. Here's the fit. Right? I mean, come on. So cute. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Told you all, Stitch was my favorite. So this is my Stitch jersey, which is newish. I also ordered this one online and ended up being on sale. So my Stitch Spirit jersey, look at him making mischief as always, right there. And then we've got this big Stitch across the back. I love it. I love my Stitch so much. Okay. And then we've got, I do food-oriented team, the beignets. Look at that, the Mickey beignets, so cute. We've got a little beignet here. It goes all the way down the sleeves. And then beignet all day. I love this. I think it's so cute. So, so cute. Goes perfect with any of my food ears. And then now we've got some more seasonal items. So this is the Spirit jersey my parents actually got for me this year before I even like jumped into my Disney era. I just wanted this because I love to have seasonal things. So we've got Stitch right here and then Merry Stitchmas across the back. I love Christmas at Disney. And then we've got Stitch kind of tearing into those presents down there. So again, perfect for the holidays. And then this I bought a really long time ago at the Disney outlet up in Camarillo. And so why is this out of order? Whoopsie. We'll fix that later. But this was at an outlet. It was super on sale. It's very oversized. It's an extra large. Sorry, forgot to say. For all of my baseball jerseys, I got a medium. For context, I'm about 5'3", and I usually wear like a US size 6, and I usually wear like a medium top, but I do like most of my things oversized, and the medium does still show up as oversized for me. This is an extra large. It's got Santa Mickey with sequins. You can kind of see the fabric is sparkly. It's more of a sweatshirt material, and then it's actually a Walt Disney World Spirit jersey sweatshirt. So I've got that, but where I'm out of order is I got this off of Poshmark, and I'm kind of obsessed because this is Hades, who is one of my favorite villains. Hence I wanted the Pain and Panic one, but I love the fire. And then look how they did the fire on the letters as well. So Spirit jerseys, if you're not aware, they're usually like $80 or so. And then this one I got for $25. So amazing deal. This one's a small. So my Spirit jerseys, I'm comfortably in between. I can do a small or a medium, whichever I'm kind of feeling. And I sometimes alternate between them, depending on how I'm feeling when I make said purchase. So, okay. And then back into kind of our seasonal section. Again, for Halloween, I've got this super fun sweatshirt with Stitch just tearing into these pumpkins, and then these really cute pumpkins across the back as well. Another really lightweight sweater material, so I should be perfectly fine rocking this even in Anaheim in October kind of time. This is the problem with the sequin ears team, is your hair gets a little crazy. That's okay. We're just gonna have a little horn sticking out of my head for the rest of this segment. Okay. And then this is a new purchase, part of my Disney order, where I get 25% off. And I got this cute little Minnie Mouse, Minnie's bows with her signature as well. This I got in a small because I didn't want it to be too oversized. I thought it'd be perfect for, like, again, a cold evening watching the fireworks, which I gotta say, really impressed with the fireworks show. And then this last piece, or last thing that I got, is most of this stuff I'm probably only going to wear when I'm actually in Disneyland, but this I actually feel like I could wear outside of it because it's not too crazy. It's a really cool, like, oversized zip up sweatshirt with really like nice embroidery here, and then this is the back of it. So I could see myself like wearing this in my regular life as well. All right, so that is all the Disney attire. And now I think I'm gonna jump into the stuff that I most of this I already have, but is most of my crafting stuff. Okay, so project bag section. Also, I've discovered that I don't have to wear my glasses because I don't have to be able to see that far because you are right in front of me. So these are all the bags that essentially I've either purchased or my family has made for me that are Disney themed. Hold on, let me tilt this down just a little. That's better. So these are the bags that I think I'll use, you know, to bring my different projects to the parks with me so that I can stay on theme. So perfect timing. I get to start off with my one of my favorites, which is Mulan. So I love this Mulan fabric here. I think it's so pretty, kind of an iconic shot of her. And then I have this fun one, which kind of gives a little bit of Halloween vibes, but it's these cool cards. And there's like really particular style that I don't have the words for with Mickey and Minnie. And then I have these fun like Disney breakfast bags, and this is now my public service announcement to go check out my sister's Etsy shop. She's got so many great bag options, not as many character ones because of licensing and stuff like that, but some really cute ones, and stuff that might still be left over, like maybe this Lizzie McGuire bag, because who doesn't also love Disney Channel? And so this one was so cute. And then this is definitely like a Halloween bag. Look at this super cute Stitch bag that they made for me. I love Stitch and all these costumes. And then this is my Mickey and Minnie burgers and snacks bag. Again, super duper cute. I get so many compliments in line for my bags, and also like, what are you knitting? Like those kinds of things. So that's been pretty cool. Again, food oriented team. So I've got one of my desserts bags. I love how colorful it is. And then these I actually purchased from Fate's Thread, but I don't think that they're in business anymore. But I do have a Kim Possible bag. I love Shigo and Rufus, so cute. And then of course a Stitch bag. And I do love that it features their home as well. This was a bag that my dad made for me a while ago. This really cute Stitch Ohana bag as well. And then this one, Dad was experimenting with how to make different bags. So he kind of made this fun like peekaboo bag so you can like see into it. And it's got all these like funny like Stitch sayings on it as well. So cute, just so cute. And this was also Dad experimenting with different bag sizes for me. So I wanted like kind of like a bigger bag, maybe for like blankets. So he made this really big, super cute villains bag, but it's like, don't call me cute and I'm not sorry. So like they're adorable, but they have some attitude. So we've got Hades and Maleficent and Captain Hook and the Evil Queen, Ursula on there. So lots of my favorites. We've even got Jafar. You can see, hold on, you can see Jafar better on this side. So cute. I love this one. I also think I have it in a small version as well. And then again, slightly bigger bag as well. More desserts here. Again, absolutely adorable. And then I've got this, I like the villains. I think I'd be a villain. I'm not a princess, nor am I really the hero of any story. I think I'm the villain. So I've got another, my cute villains, but it's the ladies, Cruella. Oh, I love Cruella. Amazing. I'm like in between Ursula and Cruella as my favorite villains. Actually, I'm going to be so real. Scar is my favorite villain. But he's not featured too often. This one I think is so funny. Where it's like the villains again with sassy sayings. So it's things like, if I had a heart, I'd give it to you. It's not me, it's you. Who needs a boyfriend when you have puppies? Whatever, I'll just date myself. I love it. I love the ladies. I do have a lounge fly that has like all the villains and kind of gossiping with each other. It's in my Amazon saved for later. This one, this is such a throwback bag. I love this one. This one does feature Scar where it says like, call me king, or it's like, you know, references to all their like evil things they do. Like, you're in my world now for Dr. Facilier, make them squirm, cast your spell, look into my eyes. Oh, I love it. So fun. And then I also do love Hocus Pocus. So I have a great Sanderson sisters bag, which I do often suggest that we form a calming circle at work. And so I felt like this one was perfect that my family made for me. And then a couple of seasonal options. So I've got this really cute Christmas stitch bag. And then I also have this really cool like Disney gingerbread cookies one with the castle. That's so cute. And then I have some bigger, I do have this other bag, yes, that you all might have seen in my latest video. Some bigger bags that Dad has made for me. So we were experimenting with how to create like a backpack. So he created this backpack for me. First, it's a little bit larger. It also can be a tote, which is really cool. And it's got, what is it? The Fab Five or something amazing, stupendous six, somebody else will know, as cupcakes. And so it does, you can draw string at the top, and he did make me some straps as well. So this is fabulous if I did want to bring something a little bit bigger to Disney. And then I have a slightly smaller version, but it's my dim sum stitch fabric, which again, food oriented and stitch. I love it. So it has the same drawstring with, you can have it as a tote, but also as a backpack. Whoopsie. Okay, big old pile of bags moving. And in this section, I also wanted to talk about my Cozies. So you're going to see a lot of repeat fabrics here, but also some new ones. So like the two Christmas ones that I have, so cute. I've got my dim sum stitch cozy as well. This is kind of for like a mini. It's the Sassy Villain ladies here. You saw this snacky one as well. Love it. Somehow I have two of this Christmas. No, these are different. Oh, they're different. So this is, this is Christmas stitch. Again, in like a little ugly sweater. So cute. This is not Christmas, but still stitched. Similar colors though, but it's like him in his different outfits with the lei as well. I love it. I also have this really cute stitch one. This was, I think, when my sister was practicing out sizes. So this one kind of fits more of like a 50-gram skein. And then my new one, which is my Moana one that I've got, as well as, oops, I have this super cute Monsters Inc., but they're desserts cozy. So those are all the bags that I've got. So on to the next. All right, so this is the yarn section, which I actually surprised myself. I have more Disney yarn than I thought I did, because I thought, I was like, oh, I only have my villain stuff. That's not true at all. So technically not Disney, but Marvel. This is from Desert Vista Dye Works, Zombody Wolverine. So I do have one of these, since X-Men is in Marvel. Yes. And I know Spider-Man was Sony for a bit. Maybe X-Men was too, but now I think it's with Disney. I could be wrong though, but I'm counting it. And then on the self-striping theme, I have two knit picked ones. So I have Sebastian, and then I also have Sanderson. So again, self-striping, those ones are 50 grams. And then I have this sock set from Dragon Horde Yarn, which is her Myth sock set, and the colorway is Belle. I think there was a sale. Yeah, there was like a Disney princess sale, and I think I liked Belle's the best. And then I also, I love this one. It's from Amanda Knits, and it's I'm Surrounded by Idiots, which is one of, my favorite Scar quotes. So I have that one, which is a perfect transition because now these are all my villains ones. So if you just saw my recent update, you would have seen the Evil Queen and Lady Tremaine. So these are my newest ones. I have Madame Mim, which is my current project right now. So it's my Musselburgh that I'm working on. Again, I'm only trying to, let me try that again. I'm only working on this project when I'm in Disney to kind of like have it thematically, which is pretty fun. And so I'm glad I have so many different like Disney yarns to be able to work through, because since I would be going to the park a lot more now. And then some of the older ones that have come in this year that, again, if you've been watching the podcast for a while, you've seen them, but we've got Jafar, for example, with these really cool black speckles in it. I've also got, maybe she's my favorite too, between Scar and Yzma as my favorite villains. I love Yzma. That's such a good color too. And then I've also got, this was the first one I got, which was Queen of Hearts. So these are all DK. Everything else that I showed before that was fingering. So those are all my Disney yarns. Not quite as much as my other ones, which kind of makes sense, I guess. Not so sure about that, but plenty still to work with, pardon me, for all of the projects that I might want to do in the parks, especially since I'm not working on them outside of park time as well. But all right, next section. Okay, stitch marker section. So these are stitch markers either I've purchased from Knitty Vicky, or I think it's Vic's Knits on Etsy, but I haven't purchased in a bit, so I could be wrong. Or we made them myself, or I found this like random site where I found these needle stoppers. But I'll show them first because I can't remember where I got these from, but look how cute. They're conchas. They're Minnie Mouse needle stoppers that are also conchas. So cute. Okay, so the stitch markers. So I have Pumbaa, so cute, love Pumbaa. I also have I dropped her, Ursula and Maleficent. I do also have Cruella, she's on the hat right now. And then I have Stitch in one of these cute poses, pardon me. I have Stitch in another pose, he's just on a project right now. And then I have this really cute, just like mini. I love gray and pink, so had to have this. And then I have this fun mini as well. She's a polka dot Minnie Mouse with these cute little like diamondy bits. I also have, oh my God, Crush is the dad. Squirt, I think, is the little guy. He's the little turtle from Finding Nemo and Dory. And then I also have a Sebastian, which adorable. I love a good sidekick as well, like who has like is the like organized, like trying to keep everything in order, but the protagonist is like on their nerves. So like Sebastian or Zazu or Shifu, like I love it. And then these are all these really cute like Disney ornament stitch markers. So I've got Snowflake and Noelle, and then this one says Joy, and then this one's kind of like a pretty little star, and then this one is Holly, which I think is really pretty as well. So perfect for my seasonal options as well. So I feel like I had more, but maybe I just can't find them. Those are the stitch markers. Yeah, let's see what we got next. Okay, final section. Technically miscellaneous, but I guess some of them are like, there are little pockets of things, but I didn't feel like they were enough to have their own section. So this is kind of like the figurines I'll start with, which are, wait, what was I trying to say? I have also really recently gotten into Lego. I got COVID in May and was kind of bored, but also wasn't like, I was in my knitting rut, and so I needed something else to do, and so I really got into Legos. Lego and Disney handshake. So my discount also works at the Lego store. I get 10% off, I think, instead of like 20% off, which is fine. And so I have a lot of Legos. So I built a couple different they're called Brickheads, I think is the like line of Legos that these come from. So the first one I built was Eeyore. Look how cute. Look at the tail. I'm obsessed. I love it. I don't know how they come up with these, but go off Lego. And then I built a little Dumbo, and his ears kind of move. So cute. Again, so impressed. I don't know how they come up with these, but look at his little tail. It's so cute. And then I also have an Iron Man. I love it. I love it so much. I did also build a Bumblebee and a little Camaro, but not Disney, so not on the theme. And then the other thing I'm counting as figurine is my amazing Halloween Stitch popcorn bucket. So my friend actually got this for me before I had my pass because I have always loved Stitch and I just wanted to have this, so she got it for me. I also have a Mickey Mouse dressed as Santa popcorn bucket, but that is at my parents' house in the Bay Area, so I don't have that to show. But I have this buddy. Okay, the next kind of mini section here, I do have this is maybe stickers and pins, but it was only really one pin. So I got this cool button from the day of the celebration that they're doing for the 70th anniversary. So they're giving this out at the entrance. And I got also the California Adventure Guide map. So it's the original map when they first opened, which I think is really cool. But wait, maybe it's not. This feels updated. This is the current California Adventure map, but it was a special map for the day of. I think the Disney one was the original map, but I was too late in the day to get that. But then I also got these really cute Disney stickers that they're also giving out. So again, this really colorful theme for the for the 70th. And so for other stickers, I also recently placed an order with a company that I found on Instagram called Wish Upon Magic. And a part of the proceeds are from their stickers goes to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they came with some really cute little like extras. So it comes with like this little thing that they have, the pixie dust press. And then it's got like activities that you could do. Came with a cute little ticket as well. I love it. That's just precious. And then these are all the stickers that I got because I do want to have a specific Disney water bottle to bring in. And my parents are bringing said water bottle because I like the metal ones, but I like where you have like the little top that you can flip up. And I have other water bottles like that, but mine are too tall to fit in my Loungeflies. And so I'm asked my parents, they had an extra of the shorter ones. So they're going to bring me that. But I want to decorate it. I wanted to decorate it, pardon me, so I bought a bunch of stickers. So I actually got this as a freebie. It's hard to see because it's white, but it's mini ears, and they're white mini ears. And then this is so cute. This is Stitch having an ugh moment because I literally do that to my face when I'm really stressed out. So I love that. This one was cute. It says, buy me snacks and tell me I'm pretty with the little snacks on it. I thought this was so cute. It's Pua and Hey Hey, but they're kind of being like brought up by these iconic balloons. And then we've also got a Remy, again on theme for Chaylee's favorite movies. And then we also got Pascal in the dress that Rapunzel puts him in. And finally, again, like the prize possession is the little porridge that Mushu makes for Mulan on her first day. So cute. So cute. Okay, sticker section. This next section is postcards that I've got because I kind of want to have like a Disney wall. It might maybe replace this wall and I'll put my desserts somewhere else. But I'm slowly, every time I go, I kind of look at the postcards section that they have. They have these at a bunch of the different shops. But I don't want to just get anything. I want to pick things that like either mean something to me or it's one of my favorite movies or one of my favorite rides or something like that. So, and I'm kind of going with like our particular color scheme. Like I don't want it to be too dark because I am kind of, it's a pink craft room. So I kind of have to match the vibe. So the first one I got, because of course my favorite is the Ratatouille postcard. Sorry about the glare, where it says anyone can cook, with all the rats cooking and the Ratatouille right here. And then I got this one, which is my, from Haunted Mansion. It's the tightrope walker over the alligator, which she's my favorite in the room where they stretch. That's such a fun part of the ride, except it really scared me when I was little. I could not look up. And then I also got this really fun Nemo one. I love this section of the movie and these super fun characters. It took me forever to figure out that Willem Dafoe is his voice, and so I love it. Love it so much. And then this is my newest one that I got. I thought it was so cute. Plus I love the Jungle Cruise, so had to have it, and I also felt like it went with the whole thing. All right, and then my last piece is truly a miscellaneous item. It was just something I needed to have. I have a Disney Pride fan. So I always forget to bring it, but it is perfect for those hot days waiting in line. They have other ones now, like I think they have an Incredibles one. I saw that they have one of the Muses from Hercules. So I love that Disney has this whole fan collection. It's not quite the Beyonce Renaissance fan, but that's okay. We love it. We love Pride as well. If you have made it through with me to the end, congratulations. You probably have enough stamina to do a full park day at Disney, from rope drop to midnight, or even when Downtown Disney closes. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoyed it, getting to see what I have. I'm sure more things are going to be in here. I'm hoping to do a couple of other videos of like how much knitting I can get done in one day waiting in the lines. But if there's anything else like you want to see, please let me know, and have a magical day.